2 yards.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Goff. Incomplete on the deep ball. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. 3rd down here.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target. Incomplete.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Michael Brockers, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On 3rd down, Elliott finding some room at midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. That's taken in by Henderson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Throwing again on 2nd down. Gone. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
For Robert Tonyan. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. This is Elliott. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there. And that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. This is Brown on the carry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Tackle made by Everson Griffin.
At the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff going up top for Kupp. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He wants Reynolds way downfield. Another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Results in a 4th.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. 2 and now on 1st down. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result could be something you don't like.
On 1st down, it's Brown. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. Now Brown lost the football.
Wow, that ball is not free, but it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Steps away to his left. It's incomplete. A curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
it the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
There on the stop.
Sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Fourth down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. Running with Elliott. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 7-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa keeping it himself from 7 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. Zuerlein now for the PAT. And all he takes off with him, it's a fake. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They will toss to Brown. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Xavier Woods on
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now Goff. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Over the top of the deep ball, they've been unsuccessful all night.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, a tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schleprock, got that black cloud over their heads.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, it's Elliott. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
The throw to the middle, taken in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
18 on the play.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught on the sideline, but no. He caught it, but was not in bounds, incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The brilliant Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
I'm shaking my head and chuckling a little bit now, although it's not funny for anyone trying to block Aaron Donald. But you know, all week long, they say to themselves, don't give up any sacks. And they just gave up one there. They double team him, they triple team him. They try and isolate and make sure that Aaron Donald can't get to their quarterback. And he always seems to find a way. He's not just a physical presence. He plays a game with a great football IQ.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. Out of the gun, Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Goff on the draw play to Henderson. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 40-yard line. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead? And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just didn't really do that in the NFL.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep fighting.
Have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be...
Did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Cowboys 33, Rams 8.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. James Jackson with the LET. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Throwaway. Brings up a 3rd down.
And the chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. And he spots Henderson open left side. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And his kick is indeed good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. But in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play.
Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
points. Final score, Cowboys.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we